Hello everyone, it's me Evan, and welcome back to the channel. So, I've got another jet in Brick Rigs, I know, massive surprise. This has never happened before. But this one's got a couple tricks up its sleeve. With every jet I make, I want to add something that makes it a little bit different from the other ones I've made. So, and of course also bring those design elements into the future if I find them to be actually good. And while I haven't made another VTOL jet yet, I am planning on doing that again in the future. This is probably one of those things that isn't actually going to end up in a lot of my other jets, because this particular feature is swing wing functionality. So, as you can see, the wings are swept back, and if I hit I, they sweep forward. It does increase the maneuverability a lot, but it makes it a very difficult to build with, because you got to make sure that none of this is connected to the actual plane except for through the actuators. Other things that I incorporated, just a cute little afterburner, variable geometry nozzle. Ooh. And also the first aircraft mounted example of my sort of new standardized fighter cannon, I guess. You can see we've got the rotating barrel here, and then the actual gun is housed there. This is the whole unit together, and you can see pretty terrifying level of output. It's got some little machine guns right here and some of the heavy machine guns there. But that also means this jet is not armed with any kind of cannons, so you're kind of out of luck in that case. Excuse me. But it's still a pretty fun jet to use. Like with my MiG-21, this incorporates a dual propulsion system. So we've got the actual propellers here, and we got a little motor right behind the cockpit. This thing is pretty durable in terms of armor protection. If we look at it in the editor, you can see, I haven't given it a name yet, by the way, that's why it says new jet up here. Like, I literally finished making this like yesterday, so. There's a lot of aluminum in here. And I'd hazard to guess it's actually most of the mass of this plane. Okay, so it's actually less than half of the mass. Interesting. And a lot of it's also plastic. So if we look, that's plastic. And then you're left with not a lot of plane left after the plastic's gone. Some carbon fiber fuel tanks in there. But yeah, for the most part, the important bits are all aluminum or steel, and then the rest of it's sort of fleshed out with plastic and wood. So let's take this thing off. It's got taxiing capabilities, which are very nice. Basically, you just turn the engine off, you feather the engine control, and then the front wheel has steering. All the wheels here are actually on axles, and therefore can turn and have suspension, which is very cool and very good for actually landing the thing without breaking everything. So let's just make our way over to the airfield here, or the runway, I guess, and get lined up for a good takeoff. Now, it can be a bit finicky when it's taking off, but if you have the wings in the outstretched position and you use afterburner, it usually goes just fine. If you try and take off with the standard engine, it'll make things kind of weird. And then, of course, you kind of missed it, but there's your landing gear. They all retract. And we don't have any collisions, which means that it flies great. Sweep the wings back here. Gain more speed. The way I have this set up is that there's actually flaps inside that when I sweep the wings, they actually pull down so that the wing actually produces more lift. Because the Berkriggs, unfortunately, does not have an advanced enough physics engine to actually have, the same kind of lift characteristics for this type of thing. So I kind of have to fake it. But it's a cool idea. It's almost like just sort of popping flaps on a regular plane, except for the flap is the whole wing. So you can see here when we pop that, it massively smashes our airspeed. But on the flip side, you do get pretty good handling, and the plane's a lot more stable in this wing configuration. So there you go. Let's bring her around and try for a landing, and then I'll cap this off. I'm not really sure what I'm going to call this yet, as I only just made it, so it'll be on the workshop though, and I'll post a link. Woo. Get that okay. There we are. Nice, easy landing. I should probably also increase the power of those rear suspension, but for now this is fine. So I'll get this all finished up, put some more dials in the cockpit or whatever, and you guys will eventually see this on the workshop, and well, probably before this video even comes out. So there you go. Have a good day. Bye.